And earlier in the show, we reported about the House Oversight Committee's investigation into the Biden family. Well, today the committee revealed that 4 Biden family members were involved with a Chinese energy company. Texas Republican and member of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Pat Fallon, joins me. Good evening, sir.
Greta, how are you doing?
I'm very well. Sir, I want to start first with the suspicious activity reports. I have read or learned that the Oversight Committee has gotten access from the Treasury Department to 150 suspicious activity reports relating to the Biden family, and I have nothing to compare it to. I mean, it's like, is that a lot? It seems like a lot, but maybe there are 1,000 on you and on me, so that would not be a lot. So can you give me some? Can you explain the suspicious activity reports and put them in context?
Yes, Greta, and that's a great point because it's all relative. Most people will live their entire lives and never have a suspicious activity report filed on them. This happens when a financial institution finds something that is a bit odd, or it's just doesn't pass the smell test. It could be large sums of money, it could be from a foreign government or a foreign entity, and it's suspicious, hence the name, the suspicious activity report. And again, you could go through your whole life and not have one or two. To have 150 is startling. It's eye-popping. It's seismic, quite frankly. But here's the other thing, Greta. If you have nothing to hide, Congress has been always granted access to any SAR that they request on anyone for the last over 20 years. But once Joe Biden got into office, the Justice Department and Treasury said, no, you don't get access. Now, why is that? If you have nothing to hide, why did it take us 2 years and 2 months and the threat of a subpoena to finally get these reports released?
Well, who designates them as SARs? Is it the bank itself, or is it the Treasury Department? If it's at the Treasury Department, is it a political appointee, or is it a particular desk at the Treasury Department? Is it rather routine?
It's the financial institution. They have a list of parameters that they've been given, and then they follow that. So, and again, it's just things that are odd. Let's just say $1 million wire to Greta Van Susteren from Beijing and the Chinese Communist Party.
That would be. I'd be grateful for that.
They'd probably flag that. Now, doesn't, to be fair, but Greta, to be fair, it doesn't necessarily mean that if you have an SAR, that you've done anything wrong, anything illegal, or anything untoward. But again,
all right, let me ask you about this Rob Walker.
Yes.
Do you know who this John Rob Walker is? Apparently, some of the money went to him and was distributed behind him. Do you have any idea, or is it too early in the investigation?
It appears clearly an associate. Hunter Biden has lots of associates. So there's a little bit of fog here we want to clear up. But we do know that he received a $3 million wire, and then shortly thereafter wired over $1 million to various Biden family members. And the thing that's odd is, what is the Biden Inc.? What is their business exactly? Because the critics of President Trump, there are plenty of them, but he's a hotel guy, he's a developer, he's into real estate. We know what his business is. What is Hunter Biden's business? What are his qualifications? And James Biden and the rest of them?
Are you watching the calendar? Because one thing that no matter what happens here, I don't know if it's going to be everyone's going to be cleared or whatever, but we don't want this to bump up next to the 2024 election, and we have all those complications. Is your committee, I mean, at least moving and cognizant of the fact that this is, if someone should be cleared, this should be cleared quickly. If something else should be done, that should be done quickly, but not bump up against the election?
Well, Greta, that's a great point. And if I were the Bidens, I would have encouraged the Treasury Department to release the 150 suspicious activity reports when Republicans requested them 2 years ago and 2 months ago. That's 26 months ago. If you have nothing to hide, release the stuff, and then we can clear you and we can move on. But if there is something that's nefarious, there's something that's illegal, there's something that's unethical, there's the court of law, and then there's a court of public opinion. And that's why it's dragged on so long. It's the Bidens. The fault really lays at their feet.
Congressman Pat Fallon, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Greta. God bless.